How we doing, Typhoon family? Here to get your asses in shape for December 25th. For some people that will be Christmas. For others, just another day. So we're gonna hit you with the warm-up, the WOD, and the accessory work for today. We're gonna go through those one at a time. Really, all you're gonna need is some dumbbells and a jump rope if we have them. So for your warm-up, we got 4 different movements. You got 12 minutes to do it. That's plenty of time. You don't need that much time. Don't take that much time. We have 50 single unders, 10 single arm presses. I'm gonna make those each arm. 1 minute goblet squat holds, and 10 Russian baby makers, which is my favorite movement on Christmas. So obviously, single unders, we're talking single unders on the jump ropes. We're just in a nice even pace. 50 of those, well, don't mess up, but 50 of those, gonna warm yourself up. 10 single arm presses, we're gonna go ahead, take that dumbbell, resting, elbows pointing forward, nice active shoulders, just driving that up overhead, give you a good lockout, and holding for a second. I want you to do 10 aside, not 5 aside. Let's kick it up a notch. Warm those shoulders up. Then we have 1 minute goblet squat hold, so you can take that same dumbbell, as many of you might not have kettlebells, and you're just gonna sit in your nice, comfortable squat situation. I don't want those elbows dropping down and having you rest them on your knees. Nice and active, tuck that weight up under your chin, and you're just sitting here flat-footed. Try to hang out for a minute. If you cannot do that, which is fine, break that up into 2 30-second holds. Then, my favorite warm-up movement, the Russian baby maker. Gives you a little insight into what life must be like in the motherland. So our feet are gonna be nice and wide, toes pointed slightly outwards. Your feet should be wider than your squat stance. I see a lot of people do this wrong, so don't do it right, and that's what I'm gonna teach you right now. Hands coming over the top of your feet. Elbows at that point, I want jamming in to the inside of your hips. Okay, so we're pushing those back, and you're in this awkward kind of crouch position. And when you push them back then, all I want you to do is think about spreading your hips apart with your elbows and sitting your weight back into your heels and just driving those hips apart right there. All right, if anyone's, so you should feel a good stretch right on the inner thigh. It says 10 Russian baby makers. Personally, I like to do them in a hold, so like a 30-second hold. So we drive in and we sit. If you want to hit them and then tug on those toes so that we get a hamstring stretch. Make it a little more active, but at least sit in there for 3 to 5 seconds at a time and get a nice stretch. It's gonna feel good. Feel like you're having Russian babies. I don't know, I didn't name it, but I really like it. WOD. Our WOD today is gonna be an AMRAP, 4 minutes for 4 sets. So it's gonna be 4 different AMRAPs, all with the same movement. Pretty straightforward. We have 2 major movements. It's a single arm thruster and then 30 double unders. And we go single arm thruster, 30 double unders, single arm thruster, 30. So you're gonna be shifting those arms each time. All right, so we have 12 for each movement. So 3, 2, 1, 4-minute clock is on. We're doing squats, right? A nice controlled thruster. You can extend that front hand if you want to keep the balance. Really driving that up overhead. Once we get 12, we're right on to the jump rope. We're gonna do 30 double unders. If I still get them, still get it after all these years. Just did 30, you didn't know. Then we're gonna pick this back up, and that's gonna be the opposite arm, and we're into the next set of 12 thrusters. Right back on to 30 double unders. So once we've done 12, 30, 12, 30, it's 1 round. Moving through 4-minute AMRAP, so as many reps as possible. After 4 minutes, you get a 2-minute rest, take a little breather, and then you're gonna get right back into it. We have 4 sets of that. So in total, it's gonna be 16 minutes of work. Some quick math right there, PhDs. Finally, after that, we're gonna have some accessory. Accessories broken up into 3 different movements. We have leg bridges, 20 of those, 40-second hamstring planks, and then 20 reverse lunges. Let's go ahead and move that down so you can see all the what's happening on the ground here. All right, first up, we have leg bridges. So we're gonna be laying on the ground anytime we're here, trying to keep that core active, not getting lazy and arching that back. Drive that lower back into the ground. 1 foot flat on the ground, and then we're just gonna drive and squeeze our butt, and that foot is just gonna come at the same, that leg is gonna come at the same angle as our quad over here. And we had 20 of those. You can go ahead and get 10 per side, switch, and then we're extending, right? And again, keeping it in line, you don't want it way up here. We're just from down, up, and give me a nice 2-second pause when we're at the top, thinking about squeezing the glutes. Hamstring planks, no bueno, these are gonna suck. We have it written for 40 seconds. Feel free to do them for as long as you can. If you can't get 40, maybe break it into 20, 20, 10, and 10. But it's just exactly what it sounds like. Our bodies are on the ground, and I want you to think of your pressure points as your shoulder blades and your heels. Feet are gonna go, hands are gonna go on the ground. 3, 2, 1, drive. And then not much happened, but all that came off the ground is my lower back, my butt, and my hammies. And I think of tugging my hammies up into my butt, and I'm just squeezing right here and getting a really, really intense static hold. Already feel the burn. Tightening up those tushies. And finally, we have 20 reverse lunges. You can feel free to do these unweighted. If you want to pick up those dumbbells and do them weighted, savage, it's Christmas, get after it. But we're here. Reverse lunges is just obviously what it sounds like. We're stepping back, nice active, and then driving off the ground, back again. And we're here really focusing on those glutes.